All right, guys, I am back from Bangkok, Thailand, back here in Bacolod in my condo. And I got a pretty crazy story that I'm going to share with you. I wasn't going to leave the Philippines and start my slow travel till the end of the year because this lease is all the way up till January 2nd. So the end of the year, I was just going to simply store my bike, maybe sell off my stuff or store it, and then start my slow travel and decide is there somewhere else out there in Southeast Asia that's a better fit for me, or will I return to the Philippines and make this my permanent home at some point? Not necessarily Bacolod, but somewhere in the Philippines. Well, something crazy happened along the way, and I will be leaving the Philippines to begin my slow travel immediately. And when I will return to the Philippines, I don't know. Stick around for the story on why I'm leaving immediately. All right, guys, so you may have seen the video. If not, I will post it up above. But I was upstairs, this was about a month ago now, upstairs on the pool area, which is our 14th floor here at the condo. And I was getting ready to film a video. And a gentleman came up to me that I had met once before. And he said, hey, yeah, I watched your channel. We met that one time. And I was like, oh, yeah. And he tells me, oh yeah, I'm married and my wife is 6 months pregnant and we have a 45-year age gap. And I also have a YouTube channel and, and I said, well, would you like to tell your story? And he said, sure, yeah, that'd be great. So I sat down and did the interview with him. And again, there's a link up above if you haven't seen it, the 45-year age gap. I think probably a lot of you have. And anyway, he said, well, we started talking and I said, yeah, I'm going to be slow traveling throughout Southeast Asia at the end of the year, and he was saying, yeah, he likes this condo. He lives out in the province, and he was thinking about because his wife is pregnant, he wants to be closer to the city when she does have the baby. So if something happens, he can get her to the hospital right away. Makes sense. And I said, well, I would be willing to give up my place, and it would require somebody buying all the stuff in my condo because I don't want to have to try to just move all that out, and then the landlord would have to move all her stuff back in, and I didn't want to go through all that hassle at if I was going to give up the condo quickly. And he said, yeah, I might be interested. So I took him and his wife down to my condo and showed him my stuff, my reclining sofa, my Keurig coffee machine, all the dishes, everything. And we agreed on a price for all the stuff, just to basically walk away with my 2 suitcases. That's basically what I'm going to have. I'm going to have one large suitcase that I'll check, one small carry-on, and off I will go on my adventure. And we agreed on a price, like I said, and he also said, hey, I would be willing to take over the lease, rather quickly here. And I said, oh, okay. Well, I wasn't expecting this, so I'll have to talk to my landlord. I was just expecting my lease to end, and then somebody maybe could come in, because I've had a good landlady, and she's actually been fantastic. And anytime I've had any issues, she's like on it. So, and that can be rare to find here in the Philippines. By the way, all the stuff and everything that I'm bringing, if you want to see really what I bring and what I recommend for traveling in Southeast Asia or the Philippines, check out my website, GIOINTHEPHILIPPINES.com. Click on the Geo Travel Essentials. You'll see all the stuff that I highly recommend for living or traveling out here in Southeast Asia or the Philippines. Anyway, so we agreed on a price, and then I said, well, I just need to contact my landlady. She's going to have to give the okay on it. Then also he said, by the way, he said, you have a motorbike? What are you going to do with your motorbike? I said, well, I was going to store it, but the more I started thinking about it, even if I was to come back to the Philippines and want to do like motorbike trips, well, if I stored it here in Bacolod, like for example, I want to take a motorbike trip throughout Leyte and Samar at some point. I started thinking, well, I would have to fly into the Philippines, get over to Bacolod, and then from Bacolod, I'd have to get it my motorbike all the way over to Leyte and Samar. And then from there, I would have to get back here again with the motorbike to store it and then to fly out again. And I was like, it just doesn't make any sense. It almost makes more sense just to rent a bike, instead of going through all that to transport the bike. I think it might be better to offload my famous, I don't know if it's famous, but my Geo in the Philippines motorbike that I've had the last 5 years. And I really like decked it all out. Anyway, he said, well, yeah, I'd be interested in the bike too. And again, we agreed upon a price, and he decided, okay, I'll take the bike as well. And so now basically I've had all my stuff that he's interested in, got my motorbike, and I said, well, you know what? I'm going to Thailand. I'll be there for a while. I'm not sure how long. And anyway, we started talking, and we agreed upon a date. And then I got my landlady into a group chat with us, and we agreed on him kind of not taking over the lease, starting a new one from the point where I leave. And it turns out, that I will be leaving immediately, really. Just enough time for me to get the lease will be signed. We'll do our final transaction with the stuff, get the motorcycle signed over, take care of some final business here, and I'll be gone. And Bangkok will be my new home. I should say it'll be my new home base. Now, I will be there most of the time, but often I will travel around Thailand, checking out all different kinds of places. I will head out and I will check out Cambodia. I'll check out Vietnam more. I've lived in Vietnam, so that one's not as big of a priority for me. I'll dip into Laos. I might even dip into Taiwan. I'm going to check out Indonesia. I want to try living in Malaysia and just travel. But I really feel like I need a home base. I really don't want to lug around just one bag and live out of that bag for like the next year and a half. I really don't want that. I've done that before. I did that for probably over a year here in the Philippines, where I just kind of moved locations around Mindanao for a while. I was living in Davao, Cagayan de Oro, General Santos, Dipolog, places like that. And I was okay with it at the time, but I'm no longer really okay with that. Hopefully, I think people can understand that it's not that enjoyable to live out of a suitcase. It's nice to have a place that you actually call home and that you can return to and feels like home. And that's what I want. So that's what I'll be doing. But I know a lot of people are now asking, well, what about the channel? Are you still going to call it Geo in the Philippines? Well, for now I will, because I will continue to do Philippine stuff. I've got 9 years of experience of living here, working here, dating here, marrying here, living on multiple islands, so I still feel I have a wealth of information to share with people. So I still will do Philippines videos along with other videos, and I still will come out back to the Philippines and do some trips. Places that I never got to see, but this time it will be more like a tourist mode and not really someone who's living here, because I will come in and I probably will just do a couple weeks at a time. I probably won't ever do any more visa extensions. So that's the plan, but unexpected. I did not expect this. It just kind of fell into my lap. It happened, and the stars aligned, and this one gentleman is taking over is starting a lease here, and he's buying all my stuff in the condo, purchasing the motorbike. And by the time you watch this video, because I won't release it for a few days, I will probably be already back on my way to Bangkok, which will now be my new home. So again, feel free to comment below. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. It's been a fun ride. 9 years in the Philippines. I have I would say, a unique experience here. I have the experience of working almost 3 years side by side with Filipinos at an English school in Cebu for the first almost 3 years of my time here. And I feel that gives me a different perspective than a lot of people have. And I also, I went through many relationships, up and down, some good, some bad. Went through a marriage. I've traveled around, I've been to Leyte, I've been to Samar, I've been all around Mindanao, Bohol, Camotes. I've been to all around Negros, all around Cebu, all around Manila. A lot of people don't realize, but I even lived in Angeles for a little bit of time. I had a buddy who moved out there, and I tried going out there about 3 times. Just wasn't for me. Been to Tagaytay, BGC. Everybody keeps saying, you should try BGC. I've been there. It's too small of a bubble. It's a small bubble, and once you're out of it, you're, you know, it's not really my thing. It's nice inside BGC, but once you get outside of it, it's kind of more of the same, and I want something different. I've been to Makati, K-Zone City, and, you know, I've been around. I've been around a lot in my 9 years here, and done a lot. I've seen a lot, and I think I've done enough. And I don't want to say the Philippines is overdone with vlogging. I'm sure there's still a lot to vlog about, but, you know, when I first started vlogging in 2018 now, there wasn't a lot of vloggers, really. There wasn't a lot. And now I think they hand out vlogging gear and equipment as soon as you land at the airport. It seems like everybody has a channel. And, you know, more power to anyone who wants to start it. You know, it's a free market. Anyone can do it, and hopefully they are successful. But again, at the 9-year mark, I feel like I've done enough, I've seen enough, and I'm ready to kind of move and show people other things, other cities, other countries, and just explore more. And hopefully my core audience will continue with me throughout my journey. If not, I understand. A lot of people are just like, I just want to see Philippines content and that's it. Again, I still will put out Philippines content, but it won't be as much. And I hope people will come along the journey. It's kind of a bittersweet, you know. I love the Philippines, obviously. I have a lot of great experiences here. I really do like the Philippine people. Are there some things I don't like about the country? Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's wherever you go. And yeah, well, with that, guys, I will say thank you guys for the support. Thank you for watching my videos. Please continue to watch my videos. And I will see you in Thailand. And I'll be showing you my new home when I do find my new home. See you guys soon. Ciao.